In 2020, in one U.S. state, public records revealed over $179 million in family-focused funding was retained by the system itself, not distributed to families in need. This isn't an allegation. This is federally documented truth, and it's part of a national pattern. Let's break it down. Through the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families (TNFE) program, $166 million in federal taxpayer funds were allocated to support struggling families. But only 22%, about $36 million, was actually distributed as direct cash assistance. The other 78%, or $129 million, was used for administrative costs, operational budgets, and program expansion, all fully recorded in public state accountability reports. In the same year, that state's child support enforcement system collected over $300 million in Title IV VD payments, but just $255 million reached the families. The remaining $45 million was retained by the state, reinvested into enforcement and systemic overhead. On top of that, a 5% processing fee, often deducted from custodial parents, skimmed an estimated $15 million from support intended for children. Total withheld and reinvested, 129-meter TANF plus 45 meters IVD plus 15 fees, are $189 million not delivered directly to families. And yet public data shows only about 13,000 out of 91,000 needy families received TNF cash assistance. That's 78,000 families left without the help this funding was created to provide. Where did the money go? To pay employees and expand systems, even though staff like judges, clerks, enforcement officers, and court-appointed attorneys are already salaried through federal and state budgets. This is not an accusation of theft. It's a documentation of revenue retention within a legally incentivized system. And this isn't limited to one state. This structure exists in all 50. The reports that prove it: U.S. Office of Child Support Enforcement, OCSE, Annual Report, ACF TANF financial tables, and state DSS accountability reports are all publicly available. The data is real. The system is functioning exactly as it was designed. So why doesn't the public know? Because the profit is hidden. 1. Terminology. Cost recovery is used instead of profit. 2. Complex reports. Financial data is buried across multiple agencies. 3. State-federal split. Shared responsibility clouds accountability. 4. Narrative media focus on deadbeat parents deflects from systemic incentives. This all stems from policy shifts in 1996, when federal welfare reform transformed support programs into incentive-based revenue systems. The same year, political leaders called for greater government involvement in family life, promoting ideals that subtly displaced the traditional role of fathers, and laid the foundation for today's enforcement model. The result? Courtrooms across the country assigning non-custodial labels to maximize support orders. Each time that label is applied, the state becomes eligible for more federal matching funds. The less parenting time one parent gets, the more financial value the case represents. This isn't theory, it's documented. It happened to me, and it's happened to thousands of others. I paid child support voluntarily, but when I filed for visitation, the system assigned legal counsel to the other party, publicly funded through Title IV, and incentivized to push me out. The result was reduced time with my child, a doubled order, and no avenue to challenge the setup. Multiply that by every state. Title IV-funded legal support exists nationwide, and what was meant to protect families now often divides them for financial return. If you're a taxpayer, a parent, or just someone who believes families matter, this is your wake-up call. Look at your state's reports. Ask your representatives. Follow the money trail. This is 4D Exposed, and we're not stopping. This video does not target any individual or entity. All claims are based on publicly available data from sources including the U.S. Office of Child Support Enforcement, OCSE, Administration for Children and Families, ACF, and financial reports, State Department of Social Services accountability reports. This is an informational, constitutionally protected effort to raise public awareness about government-funded family policy structures and to advocate for transparency, reform, and support for parents and children. No part of this video should be interpreted as legal advice or a personal accusation. I am a private citizen and parent speaking on behalf of families who feel unseen, unheard, and unfairly treated. To journalists, lawyers, or citizens who want to know more, I have sources, documentation, and public records to back this up. I'm here to share it, for truth, for justice, and for our children. This is 4D Exposed, and we're just getting started.